Okay, I think we are finally ready after about, 15 minutes in, I guess. Alright. High quality stuff. So, um, maybe I will start my introduction over again and cut this part out if I, upload it. So, yeah, okay, 15 minutes, perfect restart. Hi there, I'm Colt Sebastian Taylor, and welcome to my Twitch stream here where I'll be recording my weekly show on AWSM Radio, awsmradio.com. The Saturday Report with me, Colt Sebastian Taylor, airing tomorrow at 11 a.m. This Twitch stream is a behind-the-scenes sort of thing I like to share. So you can get a little preview of the raw footage of my thing I put together. So if you are joining me, thank you for anyone who decided to roll on in. Feel free to say hi, feel free to follow. On the stream, I also do some gaming from time to time. Okay, let's get started. Make sure I don't have any pending messages. I do not. Always a good sign. Okay. There I am. Okay. There we go. Okay. Thank you and welcome once again, my friends, to the Saturday Report with me, Colt Sebastian Taylor, adventurer, entrepreneur, and amateur Prime Minister of Great Britain. And welcome to AWSM Radio, an independent digital radio station that plays today's best music, old school classics, along with a rotating cast of all-star DJs. AWSM Radio focuses on mainstream artists, independent artists, along with a variety of interesting talk and music shows throughout the day. All we do is entertain, inspire, and inform. And my friends, I want to engage with you. I want you to be part of the show. So find me on the Twitter, on the Instagram, on the Facebook at Colt S. Taylor. And I am posting on there yet again. So these are other places where you can find me. As well as Cameo, where you can throw me a few bucks and I'll record a personalized greeting for you, or a friend, or an enemy, who knows, whatever. And of course, my friends, if you've missed this week's episode, you can subscribe to the podcast version at anchor.fm/Colt S. Taylor. And there are like 8 other places on Anchor FM, other places where you can listen to the show. It's on anchor.fm/Colt S. Taylor. Help you out there. And of course, if you haven't already, bookmark ColtSebastianTaylor.com. All right, my friends, let's get started with this week's Saturday Report. Okay. Opening. So I hope you like my new setup. I sure do. Got my little D&D figurine there. Okay, we've got some interesting stories this week that I am excited to share with you. Okay, all right, here we are. First news story. First up this week, my friends, we go to. Well, and to remove that one, try this again. First up this week, my friends, we go to New York City, where Mayor Adams, the mayor of New York, announced plans this week to make Diwali, the Hindu Festival of Lights, an official New York City school holiday for the next academic year. Now, this holiday, now listen, friends, the Colt Sebastian Taylor, the Saturday Report with Colt Sebastian Taylor is an international show heard around the world, including with large followings in India, and so they'll be very familiar with this this festival. As well, my many listeners, I am very familiar with it. I've had many friends who celebrated Diwali. And it is, like I said, the Hindu Festival of Lights. It is also celebrated by some Buddhists, but also by Sikhs and Jains. And it would replace another holiday in the New York school system called Anniversary Day, which was known for many years as Brooklyn Queens Day, as a day off for city public school students. According to Mayor Adams, in a statement that was released, we acknowledge Diwali. We are going to encourage children to learn about what is Diwali. We're going to have them start talking about what it is to celebrate the Festival of Lights, and how do you turn the light on within yourself. There's too many children in our Department of Education that believe their lives is a dark moment after a dark moment. Now, the holiday is a 5-day festival, or originated, for those who are unaware, centuries ago in what is now known as India. It is associated with a variety of Hindu deities, which I am going to mispronounce because I cannot pronounce anyone's names correctly. Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity, and Ganesha, the god Ganesha, the god of wisdom. Yes. Adams' announcement comes 2 days before the holiday begins, October 22nd, so it actually does begin today, October 22nd, the broadcast of this show. So happy Diwali to everyone. The main day celebration is on the third day of the festival, the same day which would be ultimately commemorated in city schools. It is not likely to this holiday is not likely to begin until next school year, because to make a school holiday, it requires a bill to be passed in the state capital of Albany. So they are going to substitute Diwali for Anniversary Day. And you're probably yourself, what's Anniversary Day? Well, it commemorates the anniversary of the first Protestant Sunday school in Brooklyn, and has been celebrated on the first Thursday in June for decades. According to a statement released by the congressperson, the Assemblywoman Jennifer Reckamur, in removing the antiquated Anniversary Day school holiday that is observed by no one, my legislation makes room for Diwali. For over 2 decades, South Asians and Indo-Caribbeans in New York have been fighting for Diwali school holiday. I stand on the shoulders of those advocates. So, listen, there is a not large, but there is a significant population of folks in the United States that celebrate this holiday, even more so in New York City. So this is great news. It's a great festival. I know several people who observe it, and it's a great holiday. It's a great holiday and deserves recognition. So, took entirely too long for New York to recognize this holiday, but I'm glad it's finally getting there. So, my friends in India, as well as other places around the world who celebrate this holiday, happy Diwali! Hope you have a lovely Festival of Lights. Next up, folks, it's time for one of my favorite segments. It's time for a Kanye West update, also known as Yee. Well, guess what, friends? Yee is making some moves. He's shaking some bayhales. He's dancing in some bushes. I don't know what other phrases you would use. He's buying a social media website. That's right, my friends. Much in the steps of crazed Bond villain Elon Musk buying Twitter, Kanye is buying Parler. Probably ask yourself, gosh, what is this social media channel Parler? Well, it proclaims itself to be a free speech social media website where people can post things on there. It is, well, there's like 3 of them out there. They're just awful places to go. There's Parler, Donald Trump's Truth Social, and Gab. All of them just, the folks that got kicked off of Twitter for unable to follow the rules about spreading, conspiracy theories about vaccines and the Holocaust and all those things, those people eventually end up on these 3 places, with Parler being one of them. Now, Kanye West, the Yeaster, you probably yourself, hey, why is he going there? That seems like an odd place for him. Well, his access to Twitter and Instagram has been suspended. Because he was basically just, throwing out some old classic lines. Basically how Jewish people control media and rap stars, I guess. So he kind of went off on the deep end several times recently on his social media channels about, how he won't be controlled. And he said that someone had put a child actor in his house. Listen, Kanye West has some mental health issues, and boy howdy, this is one of them. He clearly needs some assistance, and I'm not quite sure who is taking advantage of him, but well, you know what? Actually, I think I can say. So one of Kanye's more recent adventures was going to Paris for a fashion show because he considered himself a fashion designer. And he was on the stage with Candace Owens. Now, Candace Owens is another right-wing commentator. The leader in Blexit, encouraging black people to leave the Democratic Party and join Republicans. Huge conservative. Or at least, says she is. I think there's a lot of grifting going on. Well, she appeared on stage with him, and Kanye West had a White Lives Matter hoodie on because he thinks all lives matter. Because, he thinks Black Lives Matter is a scam. Regardless if it is or isn't, that is how he feels. That is why he is wearing it. And he was staying with Candace Owens, another notable critic of the Black Lives Matter movement, as well as anything remotely leaning to the left. Boy, do you know who she is dating right now? Do you want to know who Candace Owens is dating right now? Just so happens she's dating George Farmer. Who's George Farmer? Just the CEO of Parler. So there is a popular theory that Parler, of the 3 alternative right social media channels out there, Parler is, as some would say, a bit of a ghost town. Not a lot of people are on there, apparently. Just a lot of copying and pasting stuff from other places. There is a thought that perhaps Candace Owens kind of tricked Kanye West into buying this to help bail it out because it was kind of losing money. So, is it true? I don't know. That's just what I read in the papers. But, yeah. So I guess Easter is buying Parler. Hey, go. More power to you. I wish I had the money to do that sort of thing. So he doesn't officially own Parler yet. He's agreed in principle, which means he's moving towards it. Will it happen? We'll see. Will Parler become Parley? Ah, yes. That's a good one. That's a good one. We shall see. I guess he still plans to run for 2024. He's wearing 2024 hats, so I guess he's gonna run for office again. Well, I hope so. I hope so. Oh boy, I wish I was a bit less scrupulous, or I would try my best to grift as much money from Kanye West as possible. Because this guy is just burning money. Burning money. Although I do sincerely hope somebody around him gets him back on his meds. He's admitted he has mental health issues. He's admitted it. And it is tough to watch. But he is apparently surrounded by people who think that buying Parler is a great idea. I don't know, maybe I'll join. No, I won't. Oh, I totally forgot. One funny thing about this Parler thing. So when this deal was made, Parler sent out an email to all of its users. But the person who sent the email put all the email addresses as carbon copy, not blind carbon copy. So when the email was read, everyone could see everyone else's email in it. So, top-notch operation they got going on there. Top-notch. Okay. Next up, folks, we go to a popular subject to me, education. And once again, I, Colt Sebastian Taylor, can tell you what is exactly wrong with education in America today. And it may surprise you. It's parents. Yes, my friends, it's parents. Parents are the problem with education. Parents are the problem in education. It's not secret curriculum. It's not indoctrination. It's not rogue librarians. It's not, gun violence, that is actually a big problem too. But it's not any of those other things. It's parents. Parents are the problem. And if you disagree with me, I understand. Why don't you just stand? If you disagree with me, let me tell you how I can fix it. Stand up. Go to the window, open the window, put your head in the window, and then slam it down to knock some sense into yourself, alright? Parents are the problem in education. They do not know how education works, okay? Just because they went to school, they watch school programs on TV, they know how to learn things, doesn't mean they know how to teach children. If they did, then they would homeschool them. And guess what? Homeschooling's hard. Homeschooling is very hard. And a lot of people who do homeschooling suddenly like, oh gosh, this is hard. Parents do not know how schools work. They don't know how education works. I don't go down to my mechanic and say, hey, I've sat in a automotive place before. I've watched mechanics. Therefore, I can fix my car. No, you don't. you would go somewhere and you would learn how to fix a car. You wouldn't just shoot off your mouth to your mechanic. So I always say this because in Michigan this week, a high schooler drew a mural on their school that said, "Stay healthy." But parents say the mural contains hidden LGBTQ propaganda, a depiction of Satan, and a message of witchcraft. Yes. Parents are the problem. So this is painted at the Teen Health Center at the Grant Middle School in Grant, Michigan, and was created by a local high school sophomore who won a competition. It features cape characters, bunnies and bears, bunny and bear-headed nurses smiling, students dressed in brightly colored outfits. One student's wearing a blue t-shirt with pink and white stripes, colors found in the transgender flag. Oh. Another student is outfitted in shorts with a rainbow striped t-shirt and tights underneath. And parents are saying that rainbow stripes represents the pride flag. Two other students are dressed in tops with the colors of the bisexual flag. Pink on the top and royal blue on the bottom, and overlapping purple stripe in the middle. Among the drawings, apparently, are smaller line drawings, including a mask, which some parents have complained is Satan, Hemsa hand, which is considered a symbol for the hand of God in many cultures, but in this case, some adults claim it is the symbol of witchcraft. The hand and the mask are both design elements that were not included in the artist's original contest submission. So, parents have derived meaning from this mural, okay? According to one man, says it discriminates against Christian beliefs and therefore it qualifies as hate material. One woman called for more school counselors, saying when adults pretend things that are like real life, it's a mental illness. We need counselors. We need medication that's going to help bipolar disorder fix their brains. What an awful person. I hope this lady in Michigan is a regular listener. If you're listening, you are an awful person. So the teen, who did not want to be in any of this, said, I put my artwork up there to make people feel welcomed. And responding to the accusations that there was some scheme to put things in there, that's not what I'm a part of. That's not what I'm trying to put out there. The student explained that the so-called Satan mask is a character from a video game, and the painted hand is a Latino symbol for protection. She eventually left the meeting in tears. All of these big, bad parents with an IQ probably in the single digits, definitely room temperature IQ'd slack-jawed yokels, had this teenager running out. Afterward, one woman stood up and say, I feel that she did a really good job finding excuses to defend things to put on there. None of us are that stupid. I disagree. I think the parents of, where is this place again? Let me see here. What's Grant Middle School in Grant, Michigan? I think they are stupid. I think the parents in Grant, Michigan are stupid. You are stupid, room temperature, IQ, slack-jawed yokels who get all of their news from Facebook memes or Alex Jones, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. You have destroyed this student's love of art because you're looking for things to scare you. You're looking for a shadow to complain about. You're so concerned. You are so concerned about maintaining your 1950s, 1960s outlook on life that you are hurting people. So there were some people on there who did defend them, and thank goodness they were there. One parent said, maybe you should be more concerned with your children's behavior instead of what art is on the wall. Another parent who described herself as conservative, right-wing, gun-loving American admonished parents for going after the students so viciously. I have never seen more bigoted people in my life. Yeah, I'm glad somebody said that to these awful, terrible people. So, my friends, as I get off of my soapbox, parents are what is wrong with education. And that is just, if you can't see any more proof than that, there's your proof. There's your proof. There's your proof. So, after the meeting, the school district announced that they'll be removing any elements, including the hand and the mask, that were not in the original submission. So that means the shirts that someone were so concerned about remain. So I hope the parents are happy. What a bunch of jerks. Finally, in the statement by the school district, it said that at Grant Public Schools, we are committed to promoting civility, respect, understanding, and inclusion. We do not condone and will not tolerate discrimination, harassment, bullying, whether in word, deed, or on social media. So, hopefully this artist will get the support that they need because, you know what? I'm looking at the picture right now. For a sophomore, not too bad. I could not do that. I'm an artist with words, of course. But, paint stuff? Nope. Nope. Like, I'm looking at this picture right now, like, what is the problem? What is the problem here? Ugh. Alright, I gotta move on before my blood pressure skyrockets. Got heated on that one. Okay, here. Pull up the next. Oh, I gotta do an ad break. Time for an ad break. I do like this new setup. I hope you like it too. Okay. My friends, you know, when I get heated about things, I just need to dance. Dance the night away. And when I dance on Friday nights at 9 p.m., I'm listening to DC Live in Effect. Yes, that's the segue. DC is our in-house DJ, and he mixes it up every Friday night at 9 p.m. You do not want to miss out while he smashes it on the ones and twos, kicking the beats from South Florida. And now, sometimes I even get upset on Saturdays. When on Saturdays, I dance still. And fortunately, DC is there for me too for DC House Party Saturdays, where DC brings his freestyling DJ to the max. House Party Saturdays gives you all the Miami vibe without actually having to be in a state, in that state. From the top clubs to the bars, DC will bring the party to you Saturdays at 10 p.m. And then, you know what, my friends? Sometimes on Sunday, I'm still a little upset. So I dance again to DC Live in Effect again. So just to review for those out there who were taking notes. Friday nights at 9, DC Live in Effect. Saturday nights at 10, DC House Party Saturdays. And then Sundays at 10 p.m., DC Live in Effect once again, only on AWSM Radio. All right, let's see here. We have 1, 5. Let's go with 1, 5, 6, 12, and then 21, and then let's say 23. Okay. Moving along, moving along. What's going to be our next story? Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Next up, friends, we go to Great Britain, home of the newly minted King Charles. Let me start again. Didn't like how that one started. Next, friends, we go to Great Britain, the home of King Charles III. So, when Queen Elizabeth was queen, she had 15 prime ministers. Well, King Charles III is about to get his second because Liz Truss, the Prime Minister of Great Britain, after only 44 days in office, became Prime Minister 2 days before Queen Elizabeth passed away. She's resigned. She has resigned at the shortest Prime Minister in history. The next one on that list was a prime minister for like 100 and some days. He died in office. She was only prime minister for 44 days. What is going on over there? It is a basket case political crisis like none other. I can't think of any. I really can't think of any. So basically, I won't go into too many details, but the long and the short of it is, she became prime minister. There's lots of inflation there. Apparently, Joe Biden is causing inflation over there because that's all he does is cause inflation. And so they had this plan to tackle inflation and promote growth. And she had her chancellor, which is basically the person in charge of taxes and budgets and stuff like that, release a budget. And the markets did not like it. The markets tanked. The currency markets fell. Now, the British pound is generally higher than the dollar, and they almost became a 1-to-1. Lowest in 30-some years. So bad, and the interest rates shot right up. So bad that the Bank of England had to buy bonds. Like, they've done that before, like during COVID-19, or natural disaster, or some sort of international event. They generally don't try to save the economy when the government does something. So, over the course of the next 3 weeks, there were various announcements. U-turns were a thing. People were reversing. The chancellor got fired, barely about 2 months on the job. And then this week, she came out and she said she would resign, triggering another leadership election in the United Kingdom. So, I'm going to need to edit that. How do I edit things? Can I edit things? One second. Let me mute the stream so we don't get feedback. And we're back. For those who may not know how that works in the United Kingdom, basically, when a prime minister resigns, there is a leadership election. So people within the Conservative Party, in this case, will now select a new prime minister. Now, if they pick someone new, that means this is the third prime minister from the last time they had a general election. And a lot of people are calling for a general election. The last person who won the general election was Boris Johnson. So we go to Boris Johnson, Liz Truss, and then possibly another person who is three removed from the last general election. Last time, this leadership process took like 2 months. Obviously, they can't really take that long this time because, government crisis, inflation. So they're hoping to wrap this up by the end of next week. So there's various rules to become, prime minister, get nominated. Last time you had to have 25 nomination letters put in. So people in the Conservative Party, members in Parliament would nominate people, and there were 8 people who ran, and they had some votings and runoffs and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then the last 2 went around, had debates. Well, this time they are not going to do that. Because they're you need 100 nominations to be nominated to be the next prime minister. There's only 300 some members, so at most there's going to be 3 choices. So far, those who are saying that they're going to run, who have a shot at it, this is due to betting, Rishi Sunak, who came in second during the leadership election over the summer. Penny Mordaunt, who came in third, actually. And Boris Johnson, yes. Boris Johnson, the guy who resigned because his government collapsed in June, says he wants his job back and will run again. And it seems like there's a good chance he might win. He's still under investigation for lying to Parliament, mind you. So, over in the United Kingdom, they bet on everything. This morning, Rishi Sunak was a 4 to 6 odds. Penny Mordaunt was 9 to 1. Boris Johnson was 3 to 1. This afternoon, while I'm looking at the odds right now, Penny Mordaunt is 6 to 1. Rishi Sunak 10 to 11, which I don't know how that works with betting. Boris Johnson's a 2 to 1 odds, meaning he is currently the odds favorite for being the next prime minister of the United Kingdom again. Like, oh boy. Like, he resigned because his government collapsed. Why would you put him back on there? So needless to say, this entire thing is a mess. And if he came back, it's going to be even more of a mess. Right now, the last polls have said that Labour, which is the opposition party, has a 30-point lead over Conservatives if the general election was held today, which roughly would mean the Conservatives would have like 5 seats left in Parliament. They currently have like 300 plus. They would be wiped out. So they are going to avoid the general election at all possible. But if Boris Johnson comes back, it is going to be a clown show over there. And you know what? Hey, that's the way democracy works, I guess. But there's a lot going on over there, and it is worth watching. I watch from time to time on Sky News. It is a mess. It is a mess. But this hour, the bookies are saying, other bookies are saying Rishi Sunak has the best chance of winning. They're saying he does at the moment. So it's between. Fortunately, Penny doesn't have much of a chance at this point. It'll probably be down between Rishi Sunak and Boris Johnson. Oh boy, we will see what happens. We will see what. There's lots of people who really want him to come back. I don't know why. It's a mess. But anyways, I will follow this. I might become prime minister. I won't become prime. I could. I'd be a great prime minister. But lots of big old messes over there. Oh, I didn't record. Okay. Well, I will have to. I'm gonna have to fix that then. Boop. And UK part 2. Alright, so let's do another one and then we will count. Next story. Oh, I like this one. Okay. Oh, we got some watchers at the moment. Hello, 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 all who are watching. See some familiar names on there. All right, this is gonna be a fun story. Let me check my messages here. Okay, here we go. Friends, if you know me as well as I know me, and I know me pretty well, I am a very fashionable person. I mean, if you're watching me right now on Twitch, which you should, twitch.tv/Colt S. Taylor, where I will broadcast myself recording this show, you'll see I have a lovely vest and pith helmet on because, my friends, Colt Sebastian Taylor is fashion. Well, this next piece of news is fashion news. How much would you pay for a pair of jeans? How about $87,000? That's right. $87,000 was the amount paid for a pair of Levi jeans. Levi jeans? What is it made out of? Hopes and dreams of Kanye West? No, it was actually from the 1880s. It was found in an abandoned mine. Yes, denim jeans have been around for that long. It was sold at auction in a small town in New Mexico for 87,000 miles. It was found in an abandoned mine by a quote-unquote denim archaeologist, and were bought by 23-year-old Kyle Halter and Zip Stevenson, a veteran of the vintage denim market. Apparently, there's a denim market and there's a vintage denim market. We didn't have any plans to buy the jeans together until the auction started, which is kind of insane looking back on it. The jeans were sold for $87,400, one of the highest prices ever paid for a pair of denim, including a 15% buyer premium. 90% was paid by Halter, while Stevenson contributed the remaining 10%. Stevenson, like I said, Stevenson has run a denim repair shop in Los Angeles for 3 decades, but he had never found a pair quite like this. To quote him, "These jeans are extremely rare, especially in the fantastic worn condition and size." Stevenson first heard about the jeans about 5 years ago when they were first discovered in the American West by Michael Harris, who has looked in at least 50 abandoned mines for 5 years and have not found a pair of equal quality. Which people just didn't leave jeans behind. Only a couple of similar pairs exist, but they are kept in museums too delicate to wear. This pair, however, quoting Stevenson again, are surprisingly durable, so they definitely can be worn. There's a couple soft spots in the jeans that could use a bit of reinforcement, but otherwise, they're super duper solid jeans. I could easily imagine Johnny Depp or Jason Momoa wearing them. The auction was held at the Durango Vintage Festivus on the outskirts of a small town of Aztec. The 4-day festival is put up by vintage denim expert Britt Eaton, who described finding items like this a total addiction. To quote Britt Eaton, "I needed a headliner that would rival the music acts I booked. I knew these jeans would be a major draw. I've been doing this business for a quarter of a century, and the average vintage jeans are worth about $100, so to find a pair this valuable is a once-in-a-lifetime." Eaton said he didn't originally intend to sell the jeans, which is why he put them up for this massive price. But given the rarity, he said, it was no surprise that they were snapped up in auction. It was super fun to see them sell live to floor bidders. Bidders, yes. So there's no word of where these jeans are going. Maybe they'll end up in a museum, maybe they'll have a private collection. Fun fact about these jeans. The jeans are also on the inside pocket of these jeans. Mind you, they were made in the 1880s. It says, "The only kind made by white labor." Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah. Ooh. Wall Street Journal cited a Levi spokesman to explain this, said the company used the slogan after the introduction of the Chinese Exclusion Act in 1882, which barred Chinese laborers from entering the U.S. Wall Street says that Levi's dropped both this policy and the slogan in the 1890s, which is why part of the reason why they were able to date the jeans back then, because they had this really awful slogan in there. The act itself was repealed only in 1943. Yeah. So, what do they plan for these jeans, you said? I mentioned? Well, according to Stevenson, he would say, "We would consider offering them for sale to an extremely interested private buyer." But he added that he would prefer that they are bought and displayed in the museum, such as the Smithsonian or the Metropolitan Museum of Art. For right now, they are kept in a safety deposit box in Los Angeles and are available for viewing by appointment. Oh, comment on Twitch. You mean you don't go to Abandoned Mines for your jeans? No, I only go to Abandoned Mines for magical +1 armor and rapiers, along with the Longshots. Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. on twitch.tv/ the Longshots D&D, where you can see myself as my fantasy version, Colt Sebastian Taylor, fight off a variety of evildoers. That channel has more followers than I do, because it's probably a little bit more entertaining to watch than me. Okay. How much time have we recorded? Alright, let's go with 1, 5. Yeah. 1, 5, 6, 12. 21. 23, 25, 30. 35. Oh boy. We are getting close. So let's see here. For roughly 35. Basically need. Oh, I need to record. Another commercial. Commercial, story, commercial. Okay, we'll do that. A little long-winded today. My friends, when you're not down in abandoned mines looking for jeans, you might be driving home from work, and when you are, you need to listen to the Rock Sessions. Rock Sessions is our drive time show we have here, making sure your evening commute home is fun, featuring the hottest music on the charts, along with some other surprises in between. She, my friend, rocks, will make it rock style, Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., right here, my friends, on AWSM Radio. Boy, there's a lot of stories I did not get to today. But I like the ones I picked, though. Okay, moving along. Next up, folks, there are several certain things in life. Try that again. Friends, there are several certain things in life that you can depend on. One of them is death. The other, taxes. And this year, the IRS has made some adjustments to the tax brackets and standard deductions due to inflation. That's right, my friends. So, the standard deduction for a married couple has jumped by 7%. So you can now deduct $27,700. For those filing separately or single, sorry there, would be lovebirds. The deduction is now $13,850. up from 12,950, an increase of 6.9%. And then head of households, which is one I don't really understand, is jumping up to 7.2% higher than last year. And then tax brackets are also jumping up on roughly 7% increase. So, for example, if you are in the, if you're in the 37% tax bracket, the highest one, that now starts at $578,125, up from almost $540,000 last year. So they make these adjustments every year in taxes, which you might not have been aware of. But these are the newest changes. Other changes are to the flexible spending accounts. They have increased that up by 7%. Earned income tax credit for those who have at least 3 children has gone up to $7,430. And capital gains brackets have adjusted. You can now give $17,000 in gifts to someone without taxes, up $1,000 from last year as well. And the estate tax has also increased to almost $13 million exempt. You can exempt the first $13 million of an estate. So if anyone wants to put me in their will or give me a gift, please do. My friends, because I don't have a wealthy benefactor or numerous sponsors to the show, at least not yet, if you want to be, contact AWSM Radio. I am forced to read these ads for other shows, but I tell you what, they're all a joy to do. They're not a struggle. They're not... No, struggle's not a very good word for that. My friends, because I don't have a wealthy benefactor or numerous sponsors to the show yet, contact AWSM Radio if you want to be a sponsor. I must be burdened with these ad reads for other shows, but tell you what, they're all great. They're my friends. I don't care. I would do it for free. Let's try one more time. My friends, because I don't have a wealthy benefactor or numerous high-priced sponsors for the show yet, I have to read these ads. But these ads, they're not a burden, they're a joy, because they are some of my favorite shows. And on Wednesday nights, I come here for all my sports needs, because at 9 p.m. it's To the Rack with Mac. Is your go-to spot for all things basketball. Join NBA expert Mac Daddy as he brings you a full hour of high-flying hoops expertise. For all things NBA, you want to be here Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. And then at 10 p.m., it's What's Going On. That is our Fox Sports affiliate show, providing listeners with over 150 years of sports knowledge. Hosted by Nate Brown and his crew, they have become a staple of Western New York sports for the last 20 years. And now they have a national show, and now you can hear it also on here Wednesdays at 10 p.m. So to review, 9 p.m., To the Rack with Mac, 10 p.m., What's Going On, only here on AWSM Radio. Okay. Let me close that. Close this. Close this. Close this. And the rest. Alright, let's see if I can pull up the screen to do this and share it with you as well. It's not super easy, but perhaps it can be done. Okay. Gotta put in these ear thingies. And I also think I need to adjust the volume here. Okay. So if I go to a live screen, like so, I should be able to show my screen. Success? No. Hmm. Hmm. Hey! Hey, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, I need to switch the volume here. Okay, I need to switch the desktop audio to the headphones so you can hear what I hear. Let's see if this works here. Put that over there and
In terms of rock and roll DJs, there's no denying that.
well, I guess I should probably listen to see if this works. Alright, I'll mute myself and see if how I sound on here.
Now broadcasting from his hidden bunker and fully stocked bar, it is the Saturday Report with Colt Sebastian Taylor.
Thank you, and okay, we're in business. Okay, so I need to delete all of these. Yes, and then I need to bring up the files somewhere. All right, recordings. There we are. There we go. 3 viewers. Hello, friends. Hello, hello, hello. If you aren't already, click the follow button. I record my radio show every week. And then I also do some gaming from time to time. So, hello, 3 viewers. You're all beautiful. Okay. And I need to pull up the recording so I can see the order that I recorded in. So I can put this in. So, and then I need to record the ending. So first up is the opening. Let's zoom in down there.
Taylor.
Thank you and welcome once again, my friends. That's right. 10.5.
Sebastian Taylor.
Thank you and welcome once again, my friends, to the Saturday Report with me, Colt Sebastian Taylor, adventurer. That sounds good. Alright, next one is Delawi. Festival of Lights. Started with this week's Saturday Report. Saturday Report. First up this week, my friends, we go to New York City, where Mayor Adams, the mayor of New York, announced plans this week to make Diwali, the Hindu Festival of Lights, an official New York City school. I'll be out there. And of course, if you haven't already, bookmark ColtSebastianTaylor.com. Alright, my friends, let's get started with this week's Saturday Report. First up this week, my friends, we go to New York City, where Mayor Adams, the mayor of... Okay. Did I say the line? Okay, I hope so.
Diwali.
New York City, where Mayor Adams, the mayor of New York, announced plans this week to make Diwali.
Diwali.
Close stuff. That's a Hindu festival. I probably should say it right, huh? I'll put that at the ending. Oh, I know I'm tired of recording that. Who celebrate? Okay, let's see here. Festival of Lights. Next up, folks, it's time for one of my favorite segments. It's time for a Kanye West update, also known as Yee. Not blind carbon copy. Not blind carbon copy. So, when the email was read, everyone could see everyone else's email in it. So, top-notch operation they got going on there. Top-notch. Next up, folks, we go to a popular subject to me, education. And once again, I, Colt Sebastian Taylor, can tell you what is exactly wrong with education in America today. And it may surprise you. Take that buzz out. Take a little buzz out. Alright. My friend DC. DC live in effect. A little long broadcast. Rockets. noise. What is the problem? What is the problem here? Ugh, 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 ugh. Alright, I gotta move on before my blood pressure skyrockets. My friends, you know, when I get heated... UK Part 1, UK Part 2. Because that was a bit of a flub. Boop, 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 boop. I guess I could be playing music here, but I would hear it. That's the problem. I need to listen to this a whole lot more. AWSM Radio. Next friend. There we are. Radio. Next friend. I do like the noise there. That does help quite a bit. Oh wait. UK Part 2. As she would resign, triggering another leadership election in the United Kingdom. So, for those who may not know how, so for those who little tricky. So, for those who may not know how in the United Kingdom. So, in the United Kingdom. So, for those who not too bad. All right, UK jeans rocks. Over there. Friends, if you know me as well as I know me, and I know me pretty well, that I do. Alright. After rocks was taxes and sports. Viewing by appointment. Friends, there are several will or give me a gift, please do. Gift, please do. May have timed this just right. Maybe not. We'll see here. Okay. Ooh. Okay. basically 45 seconds. All right, I can do that. Denoise. Bring Denoise. Okay. Let me save this just in case it crashes because it's going to work. And recording. It's over there. Where is it? There it is. Bring up my ending. Okay. 45 seconds. Okay, here we go. Well, my friends, that just about wraps up this week's Saturday Report with me, Colt Sebastian Taylor. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Remember, you can find me on the Twitter, on the Instagram, and on the Facebook at Colt S. Taylor. The podcast version of the show available Sunday afternoons at anchor.fm/Colt S. Taylor. And also on Cameo at Colt S. Taylor. And if you want a behind-the-scenes look of the show, of me recording and mispronouncing... Oh, wait, no. Diwali. Well, my friends, before we leave you today, I have to apologize. I realized I was saying the Hindu Festival of Lights incorrectly. It is Diwali. Diwali, not Dalawi. Diwali. I am the worst at pronouncing things. But that does bring us to the end of this week's show. Remember, you can find me on the Twitter, the Instagram, the Facebook at Colt S. Taylor. The podcast version of the show is at anchor.fm/Colt S. Taylor. And a live behind-the-scenes recording is available to watch. You can watch me do it during the week at twitch.tv/Colt S. Taylor. All right, my friends, until next time, I'm Colt Sebastian Taylor, and I'll see you later. There we go. That seems pretty good. Let's see if it fits. It should. And it does. All right, my friends, thank you for joining me this evening, or this afternoon. It's afternoon? It's afternoon. And hope you enjoy the show this weekend. And until next time, I am, of course, your friend, Colt Sebastian Taylor, and I'll see you later. I'm going to go randomly raid someone because it's fun. So, stay tuned.
unleashes its ice breath. Con save for Jenny, then also Raccoon on the ground, Rick, and Janssen.
Oh, god damn it.
Would it be a disadvantage since I'm behind a rebel?
It is basically just a wave of icy air that it breathes out, so it goes over the whole area. So it still hits you behind. Thanks for the raid, Colt Taylor.
Disadvantage?
Okay,
No.
so 19 cold damage to Rick, 19 cold damage to Jenny, and 10 cold damage to Janssen.
You said 19?
Yeah, because for Jenny it gets half down, but then doubled.
Yeah.
Alright, why is my thing having a problem?
So I take, what is it, 8?
10.
No, not 10. Okay.
Why is my thing having
I don't
a
like
bug?
these creatures.
This thing's kind of sad.
um.
I want to fight the mimics again. They were fun.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't have to worry about Jenny with them.
Yes. Jenny takes 1 stack of frigid cold.
I need. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to accidentally delete that token. Why are you not working?
What do you mean?
My health thing is bugged.
It's not bugged, it's just not set up correctly. I asked if everyone's health was